If that bothers you, if you are offended by what I just said, it is what
There's
it
a reason
is.
you're offended.
There's a reason
Yeah,
you're
if someone
offended.
is offended by what you just said, there's a reason because they know that they probably contributed to the problem. And that's blunt, but that's just the reality of it.
Welcome to the Kick-Ass Stepmom podcast. I'm Jamie Scrimger, wife, mom, stepmom, life coach, conversation opener, and BS caller. 7 years ago, I found myself sitting on the bathroom floor with a glass of wine, bawling my eyes out, wondering what the heck I was thinking, marrying a man with 3 kids and an ex-wife. Don't get me wrong, I was madly in love, the kids were great, but as a 26-year-old with zero experience in the parenting department, I was in over my head. When I went to the internet for support, I was disappointed with what I found. So I decided to create the type of support that I was looking for. Raw and real conversations about all things motherhood, stepmotherhood, and living a kick-ass life. Life can be hard, really freaking hard. But each week I'll bring you tips and strategies and mindset shifts to help you thrive amongst the tough stuff in life. My goal is to inspire you to live your version of a kick-ass life. We'll bring you along as I create my own. Let's do this. All right, hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today I'm sitting down with my sister, Britt. Do you like when I introduce you as my sister?
I do. I mean, I am your sister. That's
I
just
always
the
say my
reality of
sister,
it.
though.
But yeah, sometimes when we're like talking about business things, when you're like, oh, my sister will get in touch with you, I'm like, yeah, that's professional.
Yeah, well, you are my sister, and we do work together, and I think we're kind of close. We're close. We're
Yeah.
friends.
Oh, yeah.
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 So today we are going to just kind of shoot the shit about life and COVID and lockdown and marriage and how we're doing, like how we're really doing, because we are a couple weeks into lockdown 2.0. How has it been a couple weeks? Please tell me it's been a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're like into the second lockdown of the second lockdown. We went into lockdown on Boxing Day. And then a couple weeks later, they were like, psych, actually, now you're in lockdown, but you also are not allowed to leave home. So we're actually under a, what do they call it? A stay-at-home order.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, if you're listening to this podcast right now and you are from Ontario and this lockdown, the stay-at-home order has dramatically changed your life, you are the reason why we are in this situation in the first place, because we were all supposed to be staying at home so we could bring the numbers down, but the numbers just kept going up. So if that bothers you, if you are offended by what I just said, it is what
There's
it
a reason
is.
you're offended.
There's a reason
Yeah,
you're
if someone
offended.
is offended by what you just said, there's a reason because they know that they probably contributed to the problem. And that's blunt, but that's just the reality of it. And people are pointing fingers right now because people are being jerks.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like I want to say to some people when they're like, "Oh, well, I really wanted to see my family, or I needed to see my family for Christmas." We all wanted to see our family for Christmas. We all want to see our friends, but your social life, I am so sorry, is not more important than the greater health of society. I don't even know if that sounded right, but it's a very, very selfish perspective, and the numbers are growing. People are dying. Businesses aren't able to open. And there's a lot of people saying, well, we need to keep on with life as usual because businesses are being shut down. Businesses are being shut down because the numbers are growing and it's not safe, and we can't control how the government is doing this. So stay the F home so that we can bring the numbers down and everyone can go back to normal. Like the whole thing. So anyway, we just got right into it.
We got right into it, and I have so much to say now.
Yeah, get all riled up. So anyway, kids, there was an announcement yesterday that kids are not going back to school as planned on Monday, which I don't think is a surprise.
Well, I think the frustrating thing is that's the second time we've been told they're not going back to school as planned. They were supposed to only be online learning for, what was it, a week?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was a week. And then it's been 2 weeks, and we were all really expecting kids to go back to school on Monday, and they sidelined us. And the announcement was horrible. The announcement was so unclear, and everyone was just really frazzled yesterday.
Yeah, it was basically like kids are not going back to school as planned. The end.
Period.
Period. No further information to provide. Thank you so very much. So I get it though. Obviously there's safety concerns, teachers, safety, asymptomatic kids, like all the things. I totally get it. And I have had a really positive attitude throughout COVID. I feel like I've been probably one of the most optimistic people, but I'm just at the point where I'm like, okay, this has to end soon. Like, when is this going to end? But again, it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. So how are you really doing, Brittany? Like, how are you feeling and coping, and how are you?
To be completely honest with you, I'm a homebody by nature. My kids are so young that we don't do a ton anyway, so we often are at home. But I have now kind of reached the point where leaving my house actually sounds quite nice, and I just need to get the heck out of here for a while. Like I'm at the point where I'm going stir crazy, and I need to go and do something. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean like go to the grocery store. Like, I mean, I need to go to Jamaica, or like I really, really need to check out.
Yeah, that would be really nice. A nice hot summer vacation. You know what? Here's the thing. We're in Canada. There's snow. Winter blues is a huge thing. Seasonal depression is a huge thing. And I'm like, okay, I don't know. So here, let's talk about marriage right now. Marriage during COVID, because that's kind of what we wanted to really talk about. Darren and I, we were so great the first lockdown. We were having a blast. We were like staying up together. We were having drinks. We were just like spending time together, going for all these walks. And I feel like lockdown 2.0, we are kind of driving each other crazy. And I say that with love. Like, our marriage is fine. Like, everything's fine. But like, sometimes the way he stirs his tea just makes me want to lose my mind.
Yeah, I hear that. I definitely hear that. It's the little things that they do that they're not doing on purpose. That's just a part of their daily life. And it's just really grinding your gears.
Yeah. Like, why does the spoon need to hit the edge of the cup so loudly? And why do you stir your tea so long? Like, it is stirred. She's all dissolved in there. Like, I just don't understand. It drives me nuts every single day. And I also didn't realize how many teas the guy drinks a day. Like, at one point I had to say to him, have you had any water? Like, you need to hydrate. You are drinking tea all day long. And again, why do I care that he's drinking tea all day long? But it's like COVID. It's because COVID.
I know. It's just, yeah, everything is just irritating.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the only way I can describe it. Just like little things are so irritating. Like cutting food on a plate, just the knife hitting the plate just like drives me right wild.
Is that what Scott does that drives you crazy?
That's just one thing that I can think of.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Like, one thing that he's not doing on purpose. No one's doing it on purpose. Like, he's just eating his dinner, but like the sound of that knife on the plate is just sends me.
Yeah, sends me. So we asked some questions on Instagram. Would you ever consider going to couples therapy with Scott? Not over the knife, just over life in general. It was just a question. I thought it was a good segue.
Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like every couple probably could benefit from it in some way or another. I mean, we did really, really well during the first lockdown. Like, my kids are so young and they're so wild and crazy that during the first lockdown, when no one was working, we actually did shifts with the kids. And so he had them for 24 hours and he was manning the show. And I would just be like in my bedroom, just doing nothing. And then we would swap. And that worked out really well. And we had a really good system and everything was good. This time we don't have a system. And I think we're kind of driving each other crazy. But yeah, sorry. To answer your question, I feel like everybody should. And yeah, we probably should too.
I would love to go to therapy. I would love for Darren to want to go to like weekly therapy with me. You and I are very different. You don't like to talk about your feelings. I love to talk about my feelings. I love to journal my feelings. I love to reflect on my feelings. I like to talk about my feelings. I like to process. So if Darren would want to go to just weekly or bi-weekly couples therapy with me so we could just thrive in life, that would be so good for me. I would just want,
Oh
I
yeah,
want that so much. That's not his thing either.
no, that sounds absolutely exhausting to me.
Yeah. I actually asked him the other day, I'm like, would you go to therapy with me? He's like, why, are you unhappy? I said, no, but don't you think it would be really good for us to just have all of these strategies and just a safe place for us to talk about life and struggles and stress so that we could just keep showing up better and better? He's like, no, I don't want to do that.
That would be my response too.
Yeah, I love therapy. It's definitely, if you're considering going to therapy, just a side note, do it. It is literally the best thing ever. I swear by it. So anyway, marriage is hard right now. I think parenting is hard right now. I think lockdown is hard right now. COVID is hard right now. I feel like life is hard right now.
Yeah, everything is hard.
Are you doing anything to take, like, what's your self-care? Are you doing anything to take care of yourself? Like, do you have any systems in place so that you don't lose your mind?
Well, kind of, I guess, but it's like newly adapted this week. So I can't say so much that it's a system, but it is helping. When you A, work from home, and B, can't go anywhere after work anyways, the personal appearance starts to take a little bit of a hit. And so I was in the bad habit of waking up in the morning, getting the kids ready, sending them off to daycare, and sitting down at my desk. And it could be 2 p.m. before my teeth have even been brushed. And so this week I've been making a point to wake up, get ready, put a little bit of makeup on, and like be ready for the day. And I feel like that is helping me tremendously kind of throughout the day with like staying on course. And then that also, because I put the makeup on, that helps me do my skincare routine at night. And I don't know honestly what you do for skincare at night, but that is like one of my favorite parts of the day, but I don't always do it when I'm not wearing makeup. So it just all kind of comes full circle.
Yeah, you have like a huge skincare system, don't you?
I just love all the lotions and potions, and because then you feel so good when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I don't.
But I'm so lazy now. I feel like if I don't have makeup on, I just go to bed.
Yeah, I do that a lot, just even with the makeup on. I think we're very different in our skincare regimes. But, I was thinking, because I was going to ask you that question and I thought you were going to ask me back, but you didn't. So I'll just answer it.
What was the question? I guess maybe I'm not very good at this.
No, I think you're great. Just in turn, I was thinking about systems because at the very beginning, the first COVID, I said, we're going to do 100 squats a day. Make sure we go outside every single day for a walk. I'm going to have this routine in place. I'm going to, do all these things so that I can show up. And I have had jack of a routine this time. And I actually just went outside today for the first time in 4 days, only because I wanted to go to the post office to pick up a new sweater that came in because I wanted to switch up my lounge wear. I had plans of just putting on jeans and trying to just, feel like a regular person and get dressed every morning. And I did that for about a day. I have no routine right now, but part of me likes that I'm every single day just saying, okay, what do I need today? Like, what do I need to do to feel good today? And asking myself that question. I should probably ask myself that question more because a couple of days I didn't have a great day, but I just don't have any type of system right now at all. Like, it's like 2.0 is so different from the first lockdown.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think it's like I don't know. I don't know if these are the right words, but like the first lockdown, it was kind of like, not like this is cool, but like, it's different. Like, it's like, okay, like I literally can't leave my house. So like, I have to make this work at home. And now we're into it again. And we know how it got towards the end of the first one. And then we know how great it felt to be like, quote unquote, freed. And then we were able to live like a little bit of a normal life this summer. And now it's like we've been like punched in the face again. And it's like, oh my gosh, 1 year later, we're still here.
I know.
Like, do you remember the first store you went into wearing a mask? Do you remember the first time you went out and you had to wear a mask?
No. I know. I remember I was super excited because I got this really cool animal print one, but I don't know where. Probably the grocery store.
Yeah, like I remember waltzing into Home Sense with my purple, really bad mask on. And I remember thinking, like, we're free. We did it. We're free. We just have to wear masks. It's fine. And now, again, we're stuck out. And it almost seems worse this time for some reason.
Well, the numbers are way worse than they were when we had lockdown in the first place. So yeah, it totally is worse. And I think the fact that it's been almost a year, because remember when I got so mad at you and we were on a family Zoom call and we were talking about our family gets together on May 2-4 weekend, like long weekends in the summer are really big for our family. And you guys were saying in March that we weren't going to be getting together for May 2-4 weekend. And I was sitting there listening to you guys talk about COVID. And then I finally said, I need to get off this call because you guys are all so negative and I just can't be surrounded by this negativity. Remember that?
Oh, I remember because you were just like, you were so adamant that we were getting together on May 2-4. And I'm like, oh my God, that was a year ago. And I don't think we're getting together on May 2-4 this year either.
I know. I was so optimistic and just really like life is trying to teach us lessons right now. What's the lesson? And, we will be, so grateful when we can all get together and just trying to be so positive. And obviously I still have that attitude now, but yeah, I can't believe it's going to be a year. I really, really cannot believe that it's going to be a year, but it is what it is. And I think I spent a lot of time last night thinking about how I'm going to handle next week. The kids come back and, Darren and I both working from home, all 4 kids doing homeschooling from home. How am I going to, I hate using the word all the time, thrive, but how are we going to do this? Like, what am I going to do? Because I do really feel like it's my vibe and my tone and I set the tone for the home. I just feel like the woman of the house really does set the tone for the home. Because it's like when mom ain't happy, ain't no one happy. So how can I show up as my best next week so that everyone else isn't struggling? Because we feel, I feel for the kids right now. Like they miss their friends, like their social life, school. My poor stepdaughter, it's her last year of high school. She can't play rugby. She just so many, they've been robbed of so many things. And I think as moms right now, we're talking so much about how hard it is on the moms, but it is really hard on these kids too. And they're definitely taking it like a champ.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I feel bad for Parker. Like she's 4, she's only known school for 3 months. And she asks me every single day if she can go to school, but not the computer kind. So she just like, she wants to see her friends. Like she loves school so much and she's in daycare right now, but all the big kids are at home doing online learning. And so it's really just her and her brothers. And there's like some other kids there and she's having a great time at daycare. But like, I can tell she really just misses her old routine.
Yeah. And I don't blame you. Like you've taken Parker out. You're not doing the online learning with her. She's in JK. If that were me, I would be like, yeah, peace out. Because it's play-based learning anyway. So that would just be a hard no for me.
Yeah. And just like the teachers are doing a great job. Like this is nothing against them, but there's a reason that the kindergarten program is play-based because their little brains, they don't know how to sit in front of a computer or, in front of worksheets all day. Like they're learning by playing. And now like, it's just so clear. And once I realized that, I felt so good about the fact that she dropped out of online learning. Like it's fine. She's doing activities at daycare and she's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm not stressed. The only thing I'm stressed about, I want her to go back to school because having 3 kids in daycare,
she ain't cheap.
Yeah. And that's what's frustrating me. But I know like, I mean, I'm sitting here complaining, but really it's the middle of the day and I have no kids here and I'm working just the way I always do. I know that I have friends who are also working from home and that's new to them, but then they're also trying to manage online school and like do all of that too. So I know like we don't have it so bad, but it's just,
I think
it's
everyone
just
has
tough.
their own challenges right now.
Yeah.
So I'm all about inspiring you to own your choices and be the expert on your own life and improve your relationships, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like I put out some pretty deep game-changing content. And you want to know one of the most common questions that I get? What deodorant do you use again? Yeah, a couple years ago, I went on a mission for a natural deodorant, and I found one that I love from Primally Pure, which is a female founded company that handcrafts 100% natural and non toxic skincare products. Naturally, I shared it on my Instagram stories, and that was it. The weekly deodorant questions have not stopped since. So if you are looking for a natural deodorant, Primally Pure, I highly recommend. And I also have a discount code for you. Use Jamie10 at checkout and you can save 10% on your order. www.primallypure.com. I use the charcoal deodorant, but there is a quiz that you can take to determine which deodorant is best for you. And they have a huge line of other natural products, which are also super amazing. So check them out. www.primallypure.com. Use the code Jamie10 at checkout. After years of requests, I finally did it. I finally added a Shop My Faves section on my website. This community means the world to me, and I feel like we're all friends here. And when I find a good pair of workout pants or a tinted moisturizer that I love, or a hoodie that looks cute and is comfortable, I share it with my friends. So I'm now sharing it with you too. My go-to skincare products, my favorite Lululemon picks, my day-to-day outfits. You can now get the links to all my go-tos on my website. Head to www.jamiescrimger.com/shopmyfaves to check it out. Okay, so a couple questions we asked on Instagram. If people had, we actually didn't really know what we were going to talk about on this podcast. So we asked you guys what you want to ask us. So here are the questions that came in. Okay. How has your relationship with each other and your spouses changed since March 2020, COVID? How has our relationship with each other changed? I think we talk more now than we ever have.
Well, I mean, this is also 1 year that we've been working together. So we started working together basically right when COVID happened is when I started working for you. So, I mean, yeah, like we do talk every single day. Like I would say I couldn't think of many days that we haven't talked.
Mm-hmm. And we talk about life and we also talk about work stuff. Like I feel like we're constantly talking to each other. Our relationships with our spouses, we just don't get together as much. I think it was really sad we didn't get together on Christmas. Like it's the same as everyone in their family, right? Like we just don't see each other. We don't have as many date nights or fun nights as we used to because we would get together.
Yeah, like we would go for dinner or whatever. We were able to get together this summer. Mm-hmm. We were able to sneak that one in. But yeah, that was kind of it. We did get to go to dinner right before things got crazy again.
Oh yeah.
We did go out one night, but
yeah, it's actually made me realize that I do really like you guys. I'm definitely the family member who will come to dinners late and not want to do all the family things. And I'm like the one who kind of drags my heels because sometimes we have a lot of stuff going on. I think that's because we have divorced parents. But now I'm like, I'm not going to complain about having to go so early again. I miss my family. So I think that's been my big take home.
Yeah. And just getting together for the sake of getting together. I feel like sometimes we always need to have an occasion. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I want to do, but I want to do like all the things.
Yeah. Do you
think I
think
want to have plans every weekend now?
You want to have plans every weekend?
Yeah. And like, I want to take my kids places. Like I want to take them to, I don't know, the African lion safari. Like I want to go and do those things that sound like so friggin' awful and exhausting, but things that I know will be so much fun for them.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to African lion safari with you and your kids. That is not the first thing that I'm doing when lockdown ends. I can promise you that. Here's another question. Do you think that COVID has affected fathers the same way? No.
Um, no, like as a whole, no. I was actually thinking about this question today. Yeah, as a whole, no, but I think that also is because without like, like talking about gender roles or whatever, for the most part, men generally leave the house to work and women are probably more likely to work out of their houses. Like I know like a lot of moms have side hustles and part-time businesses and that kind of thing. So I think for men, they just kind of get to keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I think
I can't say that.
the mental load for women is just more. Like I do think, but then again, I was about to lose my mind yesterday, and Darren is on full Reese duty for 2 days because he saw that I needed that help. So I don't know. I guess we should just ask them how they're doing instead of assuming. But I feel like it's definitely been more stressful for me than it has been for Darren. But we also are stressed out about different things.
Mentally, yeah, like mentally, I think that's just like a mom versus a dad thing, honestly. And like add in this, and it's just one more thing. Like, for example, this is not COVID related, but like when we were getting everything ready for school for Parker, I just did it because it just kind of happened on autopilot. And I remember the night before school was starting, Scott kind of looked at me and he was like, that's a lot of stuff. He's like, I would have never have thought like to do half of that, like the labels and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, and that's why kids have moms. So that because we're the ones to think of those things.
Yeah, no, totally. It's even like Christmas too, right? Darren sometimes looks at me with all the things that have to happen to make Christmas happen. He's like, wow, you do a lot. However, I do think sometimes we're not fair when we say all the things that moms do, because there's a lot of things that he does that I have no idea about, that he takes care of. And I would
Oh
have no
yeah.
idea how to do that either. So I think it's really just a different role. I don't know. So I
And
guess,
I have to tread lightly on this question anyways, because my husband, I don't think he's the norm either. Like there are often weeks where he does all of the laundry or, he cleans the entire house. And like there's like a lot of things that I guess some men wouldn't do that he just kind of does. So we do have a pretty even split. I mean, that said, will I ever go out and snow blow the driveway? Absolutely not.
nope.
But like he will definitely, pick up where I'm not.
Hmm. And that's not true for our house. Like we have, I would say, we have very traditional rules in our home in terms of our chores or things. Darren would sometimes go to the grocery store, but the poor guy just gets so lost in there. And it's just such a stressful experience for him that I just kind of, I do the groceries. I do a lot of the meal planning. I do make sure everyone has laundry and like a lot of the housekeeping stuff. But I would never ever blow the driveway or take the garbage out is not on my radar. Garbage day is not on my radar. He does that. So yeah, we definitely, you guys have less traditional jobs than we do, or roles,
Yeah,
if you
like
will.
I'll take the garbage out. It's nice to get out for a little fresh air for a second, but
Yeah.
um,
Okay.
yeah, we're not the norm.
Next question here. How do you keep a great relationships with your sisters, and what's the age gap? Here, can I tell you why I think we have a great relationship?
Sure.
The look on your face right now is funny. Okay, I think we have a great relationship because we are also like, if you've pissed me off, I'm going to tell you in 3 minutes. And I think the same goes for you. Like, we all are very straight to the point. This pissed me off. Why did you do this? Like, you're being ridiculous. And then we get over it.
But it hasn't always been like that.
Well, I think we've always told each other that we pissed each other off. I just don't think we got over it so quick.
No, no. Like we would go months without talking.
Yeah, growing up, like you and I weren't
Yeah.
always close. Like it's still, I still can't believe we worked together.
No, I know. I know. But I think that that has kind of helped it too, because like even sometimes like especially when like I first started working for you, you would say something to me work related and I'm like, don't
Screw
talk to me
you.
like that. I'm your employee, But like, and now it just kind of, I don't know. I think I know you better.
I'm super blunt and to the point, and I sometimes can offend people without trying to offend people.
Yeah.
It's just because I'm just talking without
Yeah.
thinking. That's
Yeah.
been a big thing for me, is learning to think before I speak. But yeah, I think that's why we have a good relationship, and I think we're all kind of like that. We'll all kind of get like ticked off for a day or two, and then we move on and just get over it.
Yeah. And I mean, with the three of us too, like it's hard because like oftentimes you and Chelsea will be, annoyed with each other and me and Chelsea will be fine. Or I'll be annoyed at Chelsea and me and you will be fine. Or
Yeah, three's a crowd.
did I run out? I think I ran out of options there. But yeah, yeah, it can be a crowd. But like you and Chelsea are close in ways that you and I are not close.
We both
And
like to
her and
talk
I
about
are
our
not close.
feelings. We love to talk about our feelings, and you
Yeah,
do
I
not.
would really rather do anything but.
Yeah, it makes you feel funny.
Yeah, I feel funny just talking about feelings.
Yeah. So I think we all have just different relationships. So the other question was, what's the age gap? So I'm 35, you're 33. We have a brother who's
30.
30, and then Chelsea's 28.
Yeah, so there's 2 calendar years between Chelsea, Jason, and me, and then there's 3 calendar years between me and you.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's all the questions. Was there any other questions that came in that we were supposed to answer? Oh, different parenting styles. Do you guys have different parenting styles? And does that ever come between you? Yeah, we have very different parenting styles.
I think we actually talked about this in our last podcast that we did together too.
You're
Um,
really organized and you're a really good mom. Like you're really good with activities. You're really good with structure and routine and giving kids lunch on time and that. And we're really like fly by the seat of I'm very fly by the seat of my pants.
yes. Yeah,
Like,
which I think sometimes we don't understand because, like, for me, I don't understand. I can't wrap my head around the fact that you're with your kid all night. And I know you can't wrap your head around the fact that I put my kids to bed at 6 p.m. Like, so it's like we're like really, really extreme opposites.
yeah, no, do you know what I can't wrap my head around is that you'll say no to a social event because your kids have to sleep. That to
Yeah,
me has always
always.
blown my mind. I'm like, put the kid in a basket and let's go. Like, let's go have some fun. And you are the parent who, your kid's sleep routine is the be all and end all. And Reese will really fall asleep wherever. And she had to fall asleep wherever because, we have 3 older kids who have hockey and all the things. And it just didn't work with Darren's work schedule. Like sometimes I had to lug Reese to the hockey arena at 9 o'clock at night. And that was just the way it was. That's how we survived. So even like sleepovers and stuff, like sometimes I want you to come over and sleep over and just like bring the kids and you have sound machines and smoke machines and nighttime stories and lullaby machines. And like your kid can't have light in the room because they have like such a strict routine. And like Reese is downstairs having steak and lobster at 9 p.m.
Yeah, but that night, my kid was pretty much having steak and lobster at 9 p.m. because she wouldn't go to sleep. And then I had to pay for it. She was a monster for 7 days after that. And I remember that was the last time we pulled her off of her schedule. 7 days, SEVEN. It was so bad. And I was so pissed at the decision to come in the first place. I was like, this is not worth it.
It was
It
so
was a
fun
fun
though.
night and it was so great, but it was not friggin' worth it when I was dealing with a 3-year-old monster for the next week.
Yeah, see, in my mind, I'm like, well, why did you put your kid on such a drill sergeant schedule so that you can't have any fun? Like, it's just better for them to just fall over and, just be flexible. But that's where we've had words sometimes at things like family things. I'm like, it's not a big deal. Just like let it happen. And we have different versions of a big deal.
Oh yeah.
Very, very different. We are very different people. Like I don't think that people fully understand how different we are. Like we are very, very different. And I think that's why we work together well. Like there's definitely things that you've with this platform, like you just picked up and organized and got things under control, when before it was just like a total fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, totally. And I mean, sometimes I can fly by the seat of my pants just with certain things. Your face. Just with certain things.
Like you're feeling crazy and you're going to go to Costco. Like, what do you fly by the seat of your pants?
Yeah, that's like a wild Saturday night.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I guess, yeah, I guess that's just who I am, and I just need to accept it, huh?
I think, no, it's you already accepted it. I think I need to accept it. Anyway, guys, that's just us in a nutshell. I don't even know if this was a good episode or if it was a bad episode. I think this is just where we're at right now. COVID and parenting and trying to survive this time. I think my big message for anyone is you got to do what feels right for you right now. And with online school, with like parenting, with working from home, like I think it's really important. I was thinking about this last night when I was trying to regroup to figure out how I didn't lose my mind next week. We have to get rid of those shoulds, because there's a lot of shoulds right now. There's a lot of shoulds that parents should be doing with online school and how you should be showing up and the routine you should have. And I think it's important to remember every family is different, and what works for one family may not work for another. So you just have to do what feels right for you and really bring it back to your mental health too. Like if you feel like you're super overwhelmed and super anxious right now, you need to just take a bit of an audit and say, okay, like what can we just put on the back burner for now? Because it's a really mentally draining time, especially here in Canada when it's winter and it's just cold. I don't know.
It's just cold and dark. I don't know. Maybe that's the big thing that sucks about this lockdown versus the last one. The last one was in the spring. Mm-hmm. And there's just like something really, really motivating about the spring. But this one is in like the dead of like even a shitty winter. Like it hasn't even been a great winter. Like one minute there's snow and like you're playing outside with the kids. And then the next minute it's just mud, like there's just, I don't know. It's a gloomy time.
Yeah. Do you have any like a pep talk, words of advice for anyone? Just maybe to husbands, don't cut your meat so loud.
Yeah, just hang in there and kind of like what Jamie said, like just like take care of yourself and give yourself a break too. Like I know like with the online school we talked about, like I pulled my kid out because it wasn't worth it. And I know there's a lot of parents who are really, really struggling with getting their kid online. And if your kid is taking nothing from it and it's making you crazy, they'll be fine.
Oh yeah. And I think there's a lot of kids who are not getting anything out of the online school. Like I had Reese on there. So Reese is doing kind of a modified day. So there's things that I'm doing with her and then we pop on for some classes. So we're kind of doing our own little version of what's going on. So she's in grade 1. But there was one day I was watching and we were trying to just really get into the routine of online school. I was like, what a colossal waste of time that was. And that's no fault to anyone. I'm not saying the teachers weren't doing a good job. That's not how she learns. No one knew what the heck was going on. Like she wasn't learning anything. Like she could have gone through everything they did with me in 2 hours, right? Like we could have done that together. So I think you have to do what feels right for you. So if your kid's not thriving in that environment, don't feel any shame in that. Just, you can do your own thing too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Totally. No, I totally agree.
Well, I miss you.
I know. It's nice to see your face on the big screen.
Oh yeah. It's nice to see your face too. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. You know what? If there's anything you want to hear from Brittany and I in terms of a podcast episode, or if you have any questions, send them our way. We're going to try to do some more regular Shoot the Shit with Britt podcasts. I just think that's so funny. I want to have a podcast series called Shoot the Shit with Britt.
We got to trademark it.
Yeah, let's do it. So, hang in there. Do what feels right for you. Screw the shoulds. Be the expert on your own life. And rate and review this podcast if you haven't yet, because it really, really helps. See you soon. Or talk to you soon. I don't even know. Goodbye. Okay, guys, if you like this podcast, please do me a little favor. take a second and subscribe on iTunes, and then screenshot this podcast, give it a share in social media, and tell your friends what you think. And hey, don't forget to tag me so that I can thank you for helping me spread the word. Thanks so much, and I will talk to you next week.